MENA region to dominate the global crypto market growth. A decentralized Twitter, Jack Dorsey's new initiative to launch soon. Join the waitlist to try the beta version of Blue Sky, the new decentralized social network, before it's publicly available. Telegram username marketplace is nearly ready. Are we going to see ZK Sync airdrop anytime soon? GameStop airdrops new achievement NFT to its earliest supporters. Bored Ape Yacht Club, Gutter Cat Gang get VIP lounge access at 28 airports. Interpol takes global policing to the metaverse. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Assets of Value podcast. Today, on October the 21st, and every day, we connect to give an industry insider's perspective on crypto, Web3, and NFT topics. We are the founders of Assets of Value, a Web3 research organization. We aim to discuss, inform, and share opinions on the hottest Web3 topics. Our podcast is not to be taken as legal or financial advice. Let's jump straight into it. Abe, what's the market looking like today?
Quite a pleasant day in the market. We saw Bitcoin below the 19K support region. So this has been a great buy zone for the long-term holders. But there's a worrying sign in the market. Bitcoin dominance just crossed 42% region. So 42 has been known as the historical resistance region. That means alts could bleed more when Bitcoin takes a hit. Guys, if you're holding any altcoins, just be careful. You could see a potential discount on these alts in the coming days.
Yes, and I'm looking at Crypto Bubbles, a website that kind of visualizes market movements and token prices, and it's pretty much a red day across the board. Let's start with the MENA region, and that being a hub of growth in regards to crypto. Are you seeing the same thing? Any contacts out there that you know or you're working with?
Of course, MENA region is one of the most exciting regions in the crypto space because Dubai is basically the crypto haven. Most of the crypto projects are moving to Dubai because the administration is super friendly, super tech friendly. The city is global. I think it's seeing a lesser tax burden than in USA and Europe regions. So that's a big plus. And we are seeing a lot of summits, a lot of blockchain events happening in Dubai. So it must be a solid reason for projects to shift there. And we are seeing some metaverse moves from Dubai as well.
Interesting. Africa is also part of the MENA region, and we know that it has a huge number of unbanked citizens, and crypto is a mechanism for those to start being included in the financial system, albeit a different way. So yeah, definitely no real surprises there in terms of Dubai being the hub. When it hosts the events and conferences, it does it in a massive style. And in terms of its kind of location, it's perfect from Pan Asia and also America as well. So beautifully located, and it's great to see crypto market growth in those spaces. I want to tackle the next two together, really. So we're seeing Jack Dorsey, the ex Twitter owner, his new decentralized social network or social platform, Blue Sky, that's opened up recently to invite users to beta test it. That seems bullish news, but at the same time, we've got Telegram also launching a marketplace where it's going to be auctioning usernames. Why are these both bullish news in your opinion?
First, let's discuss Jack Dorsey's new initiative, Blue Sky, because in the last year, when Jack Dorsey left Twitter, he raised a lot of eyebrows around the tech space. So we didn't know that Jack is trying to build a decentralized social network as an alternative to Twitter, but here he is. First of all, it has got a lot of followers, around 100K plus in Twitter, and most businessmen and developers are following it. Like these people are extremely well reputed in crypto. So that's certainly a really bullish news because now the world can pretty much see what decentralization can offer.
But what's going to be different about a decentralized version of Twitter? I mean, we're speculating it's going to be similar to Twitter, might be completely different, but the fact that it's centralized versus a new social network that's decentralized, what do you think are the main key points there, or the main key differences?
I think you will have complete ownership to all your photos, tweets. In terms of ownership, I think it will be a massive move because now you can save your tweets as NFTs because it's a decentralized platform. And we'll do away with accounts getting hacked because that's a big problem in Twitter, right? If it is decentralized, there won't be a single database to hack into, and that's pretty good for privacy.
A few plus points there. Good reminder in terms of that. I'm just wondering how users will own their content they will publish. Obviously, it'll be connected via wallet and maybe have a list of assets that sit within their wallet. But we're speculating. Let's see what happens in this space. Eagerly looking forward to that one.
The users will be able to send all their photos, tweets, everything into a null address. So it gives you an option to completely erase your existence in the Web3 world. But in Web2, even when you delete your tweet, it can be recovered.
Another use case there. Certainly one to keep an eye out on. Telegram, we're moving on to Telegram. That's quite bullish news. The reason I'm putting these two together are because Twitter as a platform and Telegram as a platform are really instrumental to spreading crypto news. There's a lot of channels, a lot of groups on Telegram, as there is a lot of discussion on Twitter regarding crypto topics. The fact that Telegram is creating a marketplace where usernames can now be put up for auction, yes, they're monetizing and moving into that space, but then it's also more niche targeting or brand building for anyone that kind of wants to buy into a username. I think that being a Web2 kind of telecommunications company or media messaging company, it's seeing the power that communities have and what it can do to kind of bring them together. What's your take on it?
We all use Telegram because it's super convenient as a messaging platform. And we don't have to worry about storage or history or anything. Twitter, along with Telegram, has a pivot role in the crypto space because we interact with other crypto people through Twitter and Telegram. These two are the best platforms for a crypto enthusiast to be in. But the problem is that there are many people who created and claimed really interesting usernames because they were earlier users and adopters of Telegram. So, what Telegram plans is that they'll auction up the inactive groups and inactive channels. For example, Schwab, have you ever thought about having your Telegram username as Schwab? Just Schwab, nothing more, nothing less. But right now you can't because somebody else has taken that name.
Yeah, it just brings me back to everything about being personalized and more memorable in terms of interaction and community engagement. Yeah, definitely a bullish move for Telegram. Airdrops have been a hot topic. We saw Aptos rewarding its beta testers and anyone that was helping them in their early stages, early supporters. ZK Zinc, they are due a token drop soon. Could we expect any airdrop from them?
Of course, I think Zcash is going to do an airdrop and it will be quite similar to Optimism airdrop. So we could expect an airdrop to early ecosystem users, early bridge users. And Zcash is one of the most exciting projects in the Ethereum space because zero knowledge rollups are pretty much amazing. And I think I value them more than I value optimistic rollups because the technology is much more robust than optimistic rollups.
It's certainly something that we need to get into, and maybe even this is a good opportunity to make a video on our YouTube channel to encourage or help any listeners to claim or get involved in the ecosystem to potentially claim an airdrop. Watch this space. We've got a couple of NFT stories that we can quickly cycle through. I know we're kind of overrunning. GameStop airdropping new achievement NFTs to its earliest supporters. It's always positive when a company gives back, and GameStop has really recognized its early supporters. It's kind of been a roller coaster ride from an old Wall Street company using a bricks and mortar type of setup, and now moving heavily into Web3 and its marketplace. And then we're seeing Bored Ape Yacht Club, the Gutter Cat Gang, also transitioning from a digital NFT, and holders of those now get VIP lounge access across 28 airports. That is brilliant to see, the fact that you've got digital moving into real life and rewarding holders, because why not? Those deals, those community members, those project teams have managed to secure spaces in real life to actually reward its holders. Is really, really bullish to see. And then Interpol taking global policing to the metaverse. I was shocked with this one. where there's criminals, there's always going to be police, and I think where we've seen the internet wave, there's a strong consensus that not only crypto is going to be here, going to stay, but also the metaverse is going to be a space where a lot of people are going to come together. Rightly so, that the authorities are now taking a presence in Interpol. It shows forward thinking from the government's path. Should we be worried? What's your take on this?
I agree that it's a forward step from the government. Interpol is just doing it because they want a better face for the organization, because they want to look new and they want to be much more technically evolved than other organizations. I think it's a really good, smart move from Interpol. But for the crypto ecosystem, I think it brings more recognition. Now that we know, these governmental agencies also take metaverse seriously because they think that it is the next big economy that can scale up and that can potentially reach in power traditional economy one day.
Mm. Well, the concept intends to bring law enforcement officials together, regardless of physical location, for the purpose of cooperation and training. So it seems like it's a central hub to exchange information and to upskill those that are involved. Before we bomb out, always I want to circle back because it's always interesting for me to hear what you're looking into. And I think it's something called Shardim. Have I said that right?
Yeah, it's Shardium. Shardium is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, and it's interesting that it is coming from India. India's biggest exchange, WazirX. The founder of WazirX is behind Shardium, and they have raised almost 30 million plus. And I think there's an airdrop speculation going on around Shardium. So you can try out their faucets, you can try out their NFTs, and possibly be eligible for the airdrop. After Polygon, I think Shardium is really interesting. So yeah, interesting times ahead.
Can't wait to find out more. As always, it's been super fun. I'm glad you were able to jam with us today. That's it. Until next time, thank you, everybody. Signing off and have a great weekend.